watching Lifetree Kids.
Hi, my name is Kyle and I'm 12 years old. I like to draw, do sports, play with like action figures or shoot hoops.
Kyle is a very nice boy. He likes to play with you and he'll be kind with you if you're kind with him.
I like to draw a lot of animals. I like to draw like dragons and sharks, and I like to draw anime. When I grow up, I want to be an athlete or an architect or an engineer.
Kyle's good at math, but I'm a better dancer. I'm kidding.
Kyle and his family love to joke around and have a good time, but things haven't always been so happy. Not that long ago, Kyle discovered he has diabetes. This disease has forced Kyle to make some pretty big changes in his life.
Right now I'm 81.
Before we hear more from Kyle, let's find out what exactly diabetes is. Diabetes means you have too much sugar in your blood. When you eat food with sugar, some of it ends up in your blood. And normally, your body has a pretty cool way of moving that sugar from the blood into your cells. That gives you energy to run, walk, jump, and play. But when you have diabetes, your body can't move the sugar into the cells, so it stays in the blood, and that makes you sick. You can't catch diabetes from a friend like you can catch a cold. Some people just get it. Now, let's get back to Kyle and hear about the time he found out he had diabetes.
I remember one day I was out with some friends playing, and I started to get really tired and I just wanted to go eat, and I was really thirsty. So we came home, and then I was sitting on the couch all day for like 2 days in a row. I lost 10 pounds in a week.
I told Paul to kind of look at Kyle. He looks a little bit skinny.
I think he only weighed 70 pounds to start with at that time, so he went from like 70 to 60 in less than a week.
He was just not himself.
Kyle came into our room in the middle of the
yeah.
night, and he had mentioned that he has been going to the bathroom a lot lately.
That's true.
I remember one night I got up like 9 times in a couple hours. I mean, it was pretty bad.
When he came in our bedroom too, he did say to us,
I was like, Mom, we should probably take me to the doctor.
after looking at him, Paul said, well, let's call the doctor. So we called the pediatrician, and they immediately wrote up a paper and sent us over to Children's Hospital.
I think the average blood glucose rating is in the 80s, and Kyle's was like 800.
Immediately, they took him to the emergency room and confirmed that he does have type 1 diabetes.
I wasn't sure about anything at that point. I mean, I was just so out of it.
Even though Kyle has diabetes and his life has changed, he still has the opportunity to live an awesome life. He goes to school and gets to hang out with his friends, but every once in a while, he has to prick his finger and check his blood sugar level.
When I prick myself, it doesn't really hurt, but sometimes I just get annoyed because maybe like the blood won't come out, so I gotta prick it again, and the blood won't come out, so I gotta try a different finger, and then I prick it and the blood still won't come out.
Once Kyle knows his blood sugar level, his family logs it into a notebook and a spreadsheet so that they can email the results to their doctor. And sometimes before dinner, Kyle even gets an insulin shot that helps his body regulate his blood sugar levels. Ouch!
My mom and dad give me the shots for now, but eventually I'll learn how to do it and be able to give myself the shot.
It would have been easy for Kyle and his family to doubt God's love in such a hard time. But Kyle's family trusts the Bible when it says this, in the book of Psalms, chapter 89, verse 2. Your unfailing love will last forever. With that promise from God, Kyle can be sure that God will never stop loving him, in the good times and the bad.
When this first happened and Kyle was saying, why do I have to have this disease? One of the things that we told him is that God is going to use you for something great and for something bigger.
We know that in all things God works out for good for those who love him.
Since I've had diabetes, I've learned that God can fix you when you're broken or help heal you if you're sick.
Wow! Isn't it cool to know that even though Kyle was sad when he found out he got diabetes, he still trusts God and trusts that God will take care of him? God will always love you.